a town you never heard of. Hey everybody, welcome to the Common Folk Podcast with Ben, Morgan, and Andy.
Welcome back to Common Folk
Podcast for the people, by the people.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Burgett on the intro. We haven't talked about Burgett for a while. This morning, we had a couple of calls last night, fire department calls. So I didn't get to bed till like 4.
Oh, no.
So I got up, heard the kid getting ready for school or sports, whatever he was doing, and then went out on the couch and laid down. I was like dozing off, kind of in and out. But I remember something. You were watching TV about like AI singers or something. Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah. They said was it singers? I think they said actors. There's that.
No, because I remember
one
them
big AI
specifically showing that country guy that we've talked about before.
Well,
that
I think they were
Breaking Rust or whatever it was.
Yeah, they were talking about it, but then there's some AI girl that she's going to be in a movie, like her first movie. And
but it was like, and I was catching just little pieces of it because I was falling asleep like in and out. But I thought it said something about like, I don't know, like this person has like a whole thing, like a whole personality, and like people know who she is, and she like, I don't know,
Yes.
it was really
There's been
strange.
Instagram.
yeah, there's
AI
like an
models for a
Instagram.
while.
Yeah, she's really pretty. She has dark hair, skinny.
Travels the world.
Yeah, she does all these things, but she's a nobody.
But
they think I forget her name.
They have a
but she's going to be in a
nobody.
movie.
Yeah. Well,
like
she's
they're
hot.
making a movie about her.
She's so hot.
They're just gonna place her like in the movie with real people.
Yeah.
So like the real people are gonna be acting like with someone that's like standing in, and then
Like
gets
like the
green screened
dinosaurs
out or something.
Yeah, like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's not
Again,
far
it's
reach.
kind of funny because now it's like, celebrities are getting replaced.
Yeah, but they were talking about this girl like getting an award or something.
Yeah,
like
I
she
mean,
might
crazy
get like
stuff.
like like a Grammy or some
I
shit,
kinda
whatever
wanna-
it is. I don't know what they are.
I want to know who's her handler. You know what I mean? Like, who's is
They
it a
showed
guy?
No, they showed the lady.
The-
it was some lady behind her.
No, that was just the
Remember there was like this
broadcaster
blonde lady or something.
with short hair.
I
That
don't
was
know.
just the news anchor. You were sleeping.
Oh,
Don't
you're
listen
out.
to what he's
So,
talking about.
The AI model that I'm thinking of, and I watched, this was probably about 5 or 6 years ago
I'm
now.
going to try to pull her name up.
I watched like a thing on 20 Minutes.
Yeah.
And they would have, you want to talk about a nobody, just like a regular girl, pose like in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
And then they would erase her out, scrub her out of the picture, and then put that AI model in place of her.
Oh.
Here it is.
So that was the whole process behind that. So I wonder if she does the acting and they just replace her.
It
with
might
the-
be. So it was. I remember this name Tilly.
Yes, that's it.
So
I
it
was just going to
says,
try to find her.
AI generated actress.
What's her last name?
Tilly
Tilly.
Norwood.
Yeah, she's
Created by Ellen van der Velden.
okay.
Has sparked intense debate in Hollywood regarding the future of acting.
Yep. She's
What
looks
says
real.
Her
It's
two.
coming.
So she was singing. See, I wasn't completely out of it. Her 2026 music video release highlighted concerns about replacing human performers. So I guess she did. She must have done some kind of music video. I don't know.
Anyways, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It totally looks
Show
like a
Andy
real
her.
person.
Yeah.
I mean, she just looks like your next door neighbor,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
pretty. I
Yeah.
mean, she's not like showing any
Is your
boobs
next
or
door neighbor
anything.
not pretty or something? 'Cause you're like,
What are you saying?
your next door neighbor, but pretty.
But I don't have like a cute next door neighbor like that. She's probably 25. She looks like a
always gonna be
cute.
25.
She looks like a
Yeah,
cute
forever.
25-year-old kindergarten teacher.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
She does.
That like loves on her kids.
And there's a balance that I think that was kind of the basis of that old Russell Crowe movie, A Beautiful Mind,
Oh, I
where
don't know.
it explains why the hottest of the hot chick, like in a pack of girls, she doesn't get hit on near as much as like the second or third hottest girl.
Okay.
Because when a guy sees that group, like all these things, that subconscious things go through his mind, like, well, she's out of my league. She's the ugly one. Ooh, those two in the middle there I might have a shot with.
I gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
so a lot of those things happen. So
So you want to be middle of the road.
yeah, don't want to wave too big of a stick, I guess.
This is funny. In the Instagram profile for this chick, for this
Tilly.
What do you even call it? You even call it a chick for
yes,
this?
she's
For this?
fembot.
No, it's not even a bot. It's not even a real thing. It's just a picture.
Girl. Yeah,
what do you call it? Like a pixel?
I'll tell you what.
For this pixel?
Tell you your story, and I'll tell you the uproar in one of my worlds.
All right. So this is on her Instagram profile, like the phrase or whatever. It says it's the world's first AI actress, and it says you either get it or pretend you don't.
Oh,
calling people out, man.
Yeah, take that shot.
Yeah.
So we do those sports betting shows, and then we cut shorts, and sometimes we just straight up have short videos, like Jabron just saying who he thinks is going to win the next UFC fight. You know.
yeah.
Well, people like Jabron and myself, and even pretty girls are getting so outpaced right now by these AI models with huge tits, huge knockers, perfect blonde, and she's saying the same things we are. Take so and so because he's on his home court and blah blah blah. You know, but
Andy, just grow some tits, okay?
I get that's happening. That is happening.
Oh boy.
What?
No, so I could videotape you,
Okay.
and then I could put her, the little 25-year-old kindergarten teacher, in place of you. And so what's happening is you have a lot of people, men like in India or whatever, are just making these videos by the hundreds per day. And it looks like a hot chick, blonde, speaking perfect English, telling me what I want to hear. But if you take the filter off, it's a guy, doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's scary. But what was your point of saying all this from the beginning?
Well, the reason I brought it up is we were talking about Eric Burgett, who does our intro music.
Yeah, we digressed.
And our what do you call it?
Extra music?
Intro and outro?
Outro music.
Wow, we sound special today.
Anyway,
we're common. We're so common.
So I was thinking about the AI music people I saw in my sleep this morning. So
I played an AI song. It was a remake, and it is pretty good. And it was funny.
I feel like we did that on here once. We did like
asked
a little.
Eric about it.
Yeah,
yeah, and he's like, "Oh, there's space for."
but
all
I
of
feel
it.
like
I'm
we
like,
played a little clip
really?
of one
Yep.
that sounded good.
we have. They're remaking it.
Is that like an Irish band?
An AI Irish band covering
Jeez.
Shabuzi.
Oh my gosh!
You never knew. Like then you hear like, "Oh my God, Shabuzi! He is an Irish folk singer."
Folklore.
So strange.
Yeah.
So strange.
It's I don't know. I don't know.
Strange times, man.
It is strange times. Fast times at Ridgemont High, but they've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. So, in one of the things in the news lately, and it's been going on for a long time, and it's always bothered me. Like, I hate the whole concept.
I mean, people that have listened to us before are gonna know what you're saying.
Well, they've heard
They
this.
know.
They've heard a little bit of this.
And no, we're not gonna talk about money.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about the name Epic Fury either. So what we're talking about is in sports. Andy's our sports guy here. We're talking about the instant replay, or what else do they call it? Like, I guess it's the instant replay. It's the review, the play
Right.
review, the electronic review.
It's the new ABS strike zone system in Major League Baseball, and it's all because a couple umpires were really coming under fire, where there'd be just a clear ball way out of the strike zone. He would call it a strike, and he'd ring a batter up.
But what was their reason for doing that? Like to get people more riled up into the
mean
game?
To get the call right.
You're asking the
No,
reason.
I'm saying why would the ref, whatever they're called in baseball, do that?
Well,
Like, is his eyeball off, or is he really just doing that?
you miss a call every now and then.
Well,
like
of
I think
course.
a lot, but there's also.
I mean,
there's a human element to it, and some of those umpires have egos the size of Tim
yes,
Duncan.
exactly. That's
And
what I'm wanting you to get at.
Yeah,
okay.
It does get personal.
Okay.
And there's a couple infamous ones, famous ones. Angels, one of the guys, and I think he just retired a year ago or so. But and it was obvious that it was personal, and it took a guy like that to, I think, push this through.
don't you need some of that?
I personally, I do. Appreciate it at a certain level and at a certain point where you as a player need to recognize that you're dealing with another human.
Right.
And what do you think he's going to do if you're going to question every call, curse at him, look at him in disgust, basically be a little bitch, be a pussy up there.
And for so many reasons, like that's almost part of the checks and balances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sports, for the most part, used to be and should be a gentleman's game. So these guys are going to come up to the plate and be, dickheads and hollering at people and doing whatever else they're doing.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
You ain't getting the call.
But wasn't there that argument that baseball's pretty like lame, pretty boring? They lost a lot of viewership. Were they trying to like, you know what I mean? Slow. Like they said it was slow.
I feel like
that was a thing.
This makes it even more vanilla.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think this makes
Probably.
it. I think it makes it worse because it takes out that human element and that
But that's what I'm
controversy,
wondering
right?
if the guy got
That people
spicy
love.
or was calling bad calls, kind of on purpose to get people riled up and get into the game. Yes, to your point, then they're probably not gonna. And then that brings up another point that I was thinking about because I heard some guy who was on the radio was talking about he was one of the refs that was picked for the Super Bowl to ref the Super Bowl, and this was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Did you know the refs get refed? They
Oh,
get,
sure. Yeah, of
okay,
course.
but no, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Okay, so from the girl next door. Oh wait, that's right. I don't look like Tilly.
The AI.
Sorry. So from
The
the
girl next door, except she's hot.
Oh, did you just say I'm not hot? Then?
I just said
No,
what you said.
You said your
Rude.
well.
That
It came
was a
across.
dig.
It came across as you were digging at your neighbors, saying like, "I don't have any hot neighbors."
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
he goes, "Yeah, but you're not hot."
That's not what I said.
Yes, you just said
I
that.
said the girl next door, but hot.
Rude.
But
Next, okay, I'm not talking about that.
Anybody who's listening to this podcast can just rewind real
I'll
quick
just
and
play
see
it back.
what.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
see
go to the
what-
tape. Go to the
Okay.
tape.
Well, so I lost my train of thought, but I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
they got scored on that. So
Yeah.
do you think these umps do also? So did this
Of
guy
course.
get
Oh, yeah.
cocky?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
was
it's
like,
a very
"Ugh."
professional position.
Yeah, and on
It's
top
hard
of that,
to get. You're saying?
Oh yeah.
it's very hard to get, very competitive.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they get in just a crazy amount of calls right, correct, and in a quick, timely fashion. This is another effort, like what you were getting at earlier, I think, to try and help speed the game up.
Yeah.
But you're right, Ben. It is going to make it more vanilla. Like there's not
Yeah.
going to be like and to me, where baseball is just kind of quirky, and I love it because it's kind of quirky. If an umpire establishes that he's going to allow the outside corner as a strike,
Right.
you got to adjust to that.
Yes.
There's no adjusting to that now.
Right.
Like you just know, no, there's no such thing as a ball that's just off a plate is going to be a strike. That curveball is dead.
100%.
It's a ball.
Every kid who has grown up or who is growing up right now playing baseball has either experienced that or is being taught it. Mm-hmm. We taught it on the team that we coached last year. Every single game, the umpire was calling balls and strikes different.
Yeah.
And then we would have repeat umpires, and we would be like, remember
Yeah.
that guy? Those high balls, he's calling strikes.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be swinging at him. Don't forget.
So you
know?
kind of pick it up. It's kind of like basketball. You can know in 2 minutes if the ref is going to start calling fouls or not. Like hot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so-
and that's what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
that's like part of the game. Like
Yeah.
it's more than just throwing a ball around or trying to get a ball through a round circle. It's the whole head game and all the interaction and all that stuff that's going on with it. That's all part of it.
Yeah, and the part that's just unfortunate that this will erase is that personal part,
Mm-hmm.
And I do think umpires and officials and refs kind of fall into that, unfortunately, where they do need to have a little bit thicker skin.
Yeah.
Especially on the high school and collegiate level. And then I really feel bad for them at the professional level because they get absolutely no respect from any teams, from any crowds.
Yeah, but they're making tons of money, Andy.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, how
You
much
know,
does one of those guys make?
I really
I'm
don't
not saying
know,
they
but-
deserve to be yelled at, but I mean, let's be honest.
But that's just it. Where a guy, your top 3 or 4 players on an NBA court, they are making $1 million.
Okay.
$5 million a year.
Uh-huh.
And then you're looking at an official who's making, I don't know, $200,000 a year.
MLB umpires, according to Google, earn between $150 and $450.
Oh, shit.
$150,000 to $450,000 per
Yeah.
season.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have guessed
So-
like 500 men.
So they get talked down to on a big time level.
Okay.
And baseball's been through this a number of times. There was a famous walkout that the umpires, I think it was back in the 90s, got together this hotshot lawyer's like, let's make a union, we'll show them, and then they all quit one day.
Oh no!
And Major League Baseball like, okay, and they just called up the AAA, from the farm. They called them up.
Like, next.
Yeah, they're just next up, whatever, guys. It was like the biggest failure that a union had ever done ever.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So let me review this real quick, just an explanation. So it's this year, 2026. It says MLB will officially adopt the robot umpire (in parentheses) challenge system for all spring training, regular season, and postseason games. How it works: the human home plate umpires still call the games, but players, being the batter, the pitcher, or the catcher, can appeal balls and strikes immediately using a helmet/cap tap. They're calling it Hawkeye technology. The ABS system has 12 cameras per ballpark, powered by the T-Mobile 5G.
Ooh.
Within 0.16-inch accuracy to confirm and overturn calls. Now, the teams are only going to have 2 challenges per game, it says.
But they can
with
win
successful
back the
challenges being retained.
Okay.
So they're going to limit it. That's great.
Yeah.
But that's just the beginning.
And that's another time-consuming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this cracked me up. There was a video, and you guys saw it. I sent it to you, and the lady's like, well, but now all the guys have to go in for a height check.
Yeah.
So, hey, you've been lying. You think you're 6'2"? No, bro, you 6 foot.
So it was like the way that was being explained was they had to like the strike zone obviously is different per person, so it's going to be programmed into that system for every time that guy comes up to bat.
Right.
This is where his strike zone is.
So without lying, Andy, what's your strike zone? How tall are you?
6 foot.
Liar.
6'2".
That was honestly one of the things that really, I don't know, attracted me to baseball is because I knew that I was never going to be 6'2" or whatever. So I'm like, but some of my heroes that were playing in the major leagues, I mean, they were 5'9", 5'10" guys.
Right.
Second base, shortstop. And shoot, a perennial all-star. For the Astros, he's like 5'6".
It just made me laugh. Everyone always flubs on height. Like, everyone wants to be taller. We did in volleyball, too. Like, that's just dumb. But this has to be, like, pinpoint accurate.
Yeah.
And some people were way off by, like, 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
Like, that's
that one dude
normal.
got called out hard.
If that's true, then that they have to have in the accurate height for each player, then that means that just by a simple height change in the system throws the strike zone off, and then you could figure out the game to where that would make it better for you or worse for you.
That's
what about different
Belichick-ish.
shoes?
Like it was just known that when you went and played the Patriots in their heyday, that like your headset would all of a sudden not work on 4th down. Like I mean, it was just a known fact that you better have a dummy call ready to go. Could you imagine we're going to play the Pittsburgh Pirates? And it always gets off by 1 batter. So what you're saying, there's going to be a 4-inch swing.
Yeah.
And
they're like, and then they catch it on on a really bad call that's clear. Like people see it on the board and they're like, oh my God, that's way off. But then they go in for the Hawkeye and they're like, oh, we realized we had the wrong player programmed in. Sorry, the data's gone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like the Yankees, I mean, they have a 6'7" dude, Aaron Judge, won the home run derby here in Omaha, Nebraska when he was a senior in college, because they have the College World Series here, and they have a home run derby to go along with it. And he won it one of the first years.
So I think it would make it easier maybe than for the umps, or is there more pressure? Because they kind of don't want to be like, hey, I want AI.
They don't
review.
Care. I mean, obviously they don't want to be corrected on the spot.
Yeah.
But it's just like, fine, whatever.
If I'm an umpire, I'm not happy about it. Umpire, referee, whatever sport it is, all the sports that are doing all this now. Again, like for me, if I'm one of those guys, I'm as much of a part of the game as all these players are.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah, but we were watching the USA game and they were playing somebody. First at bat, bro stands up, just knocks one out of the park, but it hit something and then came back in. So he made it to second base. They replayed it. It was out,
It
but
was
it hit
way
a
out.
ball or hit a post or a rail or something, and they gave him the home run.
Yeah.
That's perfect for instant replay, I think, in my eyes.
Yeah, you're getting the
probably
call
not
right.
standing at bat. So I don't know. And again, it's not just baseball, but that it's new to baseball. Is there sports now that doesn't? Remember in
It's
the
not
Olympics?
new. They've been doing this in the minor leagues, stuff like this for a while now.
Oh,
and they
really?
they
In the
fine-tune-
minors?
Yeah, in the minor leagues, and they fine tune it. They get it right. They just like the pitch count clock.
Oh, that's
you know?
where they test it.
Yeah, they test it there, and I didn't think I would like the pitch count, but I really don't like when a pitcher gets up there and he's posturing and he's going to the rosin bag and he's doing this with the ball in the glove, and then the batter looks at him, then the batter steps out of the box and he's tightens his gloves. Like, I hate that.
Yeah, like come on.
Go to work. You guys are there to work. I'm here to be entertained, like just go to work.
That's where I'm talking about,
Yeah.
where baseball gets like mundane. You're like, today.
Yeah, so I like
Let's go.
I like the clock, and I didn't think I would, but I do.
Yeah.
This says that MLB initial implementation of something like the replay was in 2008. It was very limited. Then it says in 2014 they expanded it, allowing managers to challenge most calls, safe out, fair foul, using a centralized command center in New York. So that kind of sounds
Everything's
like
Just
in
like the
New
NFL.
York.
yeah, NFL. Yeah.
Let me dial up New York.
They tried. I thought it was like way long ago, like in the 80s maybe, where they tried this like camera angle quick instant replay for balls and strikes, and right away the catchers figured out how to manipulate it.
Oh, yeah.
And so they had to scrap it
Yeah.
right away, like 2 weeks into the season.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you? I mean, you've kind of asked this, but why do you think they did this? Like, what is?
Yeah,
Where's it coming from? Like, what's driving this? Why is this needed?
Is it players or is it
I think it's
is it above them?
I think it's like a lot of things.
Okay.
There's way too much gosh darn money involved now.
All right,
And now
you're getting to what I'm.
Yeah,
what
and
I'm getting.
now-
at.
yeah, because
and now-
of 12 cameras or whatever.
Well, let's say I have
No.
let's say I have a $10,000 bet on that Paul Skeens is going to have 10 strikeouts, and he would have easily cruised at 11 or 12 strikeouts, but instead 3 or 4 of those punch outs were called balls. And now I'm thinking, okay, he got the under. No way. Now everything's thrown under, like it's all thrown out there now. Now I'm thinking, is that umpire? Did he bet the under?
Right. Right.
Or did he tip some guys off saying, hey, I'm tightening up this strike zone. He is not going to get 10 Ks today. Like, it's insane, especially with these prediction markets now, where I can just go on to any of these like Polymarket or Robinhood, and I can just put anything out there. And all it has to happen is someone take my bet and wagers against me. So like I could make a bet right now that just name something that there will be 5 car wrecks on I-80 tomorrow between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on I-80. I can make that bet right now.
Really?
Just put that on the platform, put it out there. And what's crazy about it is like I could go out there and wreck my car 5 times and make sure that happens.
Yeah.
That happened at the Super Bowl for the second time. A dude put a crazy like $250,000 bet in on that there would be a halftime or not halftime, but
Oh,
a
the streaker.
The streaker.
Yeah.
And then he bailed himself out and then won.
And he
Brilliant.
He was brilliant because he also had his buddy run out and make a scene, and as they were tackling his buddy on the sideline, that's when he ran. Like he guaranteed he was going to cash that.
I
but-
didn't realize that was what
Yes.
the story was behind
Yeah.
that.
And
I
then-
saw that clip.
And then this makes it worse for me. If we're going to allow that nonsense and we're going to put up platforms for people to bet on like that on the open market, there's always going to be a black market and an underground. Let's not worry about that. Let's stay above the rim here. The sports book that took that bet said, oh, that's peculiar, and didn't pay him. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't pay him?
They didn't pay him this time. I'm like,
Why
no,
do you get the right to?
Yeah, you put like, and it's happening all the time. Like even whether it's FanDuel, DraftKings, Polymarket, they all get this get out of jail free card, and it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fair at all.
And it wouldn't even have been a blip. In fact, it'd be a better story if he had
Yeah.
one and then he's driving around in a Lamborghini or something.
Yeah.
That's a better postcard,
Yeah.
or message going out there for these books than, we're just not going to pay him.
Yeah, it makes people be like, would you ever pay me if I actually won?
A lot of times, no. If you make a big bet and you win, just know that the books can, and a lot of times do, find a way not to pay you.
That's such shit.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
We make a whole segment on our sports betting show, and we just make fun of basically prediction markets. We just totally come up with off the wall scenarios and then debate like a dumb debate. Well, would you take that? Would you take this?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like it's a public service I have to do to shed a light on how crazy, out of hand, and ridiculous this is.
Yeah.
And Major League Baseball is not immune at all. In fact, betting in baseball has always been a thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I feel like that might be the first thing. Not the first, probably animals or horses or something. But
I was thinking in the back of my mind when I asked you that question that in one way or another, betting, gambling, money, whatever, is influencing this decision.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Even before that, like if Paul Skeens has a $2.5 million bonus to get over 100 strikeouts this season, and he has a couple games where, he thought he had 12 Ks and he only got 8. I mean, his agent, his management, everybody's going to be pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Like there's just an insane amount of money being thrown around between just a few.
I never would have thought
parties.
about that.
So it again goes back to, I mean, if you look at what the intent is and where it's coming from and why it's in existence, I mean, if we're right or if we're even close to being right, it goes back to we are better off without it, in my opinion, because why? Just so some of these big money people can be catered to.
Okay, so you're not making the argument that they shouldn't be paid as much.
No, I mean their pay is their pay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying we need to bring in some special rule, some special implementation to make sure that these people make their nut. Like that they get, like you're talking about, like the betting or whatever it is, or they get this award or whatever these things are. We got to make sure, we got to bring this extra rule to make sure, because otherwise these guys are going to get mad and they're going to come barking up, the door of the commissioner.
Well, I mean, but if you turn a blind eye to it, it gets way worse. And
I don't know if it does, because that's where you gotta look at the. Well, I guess maybe we're talking about something different. I'm talking about the umpires. Like I don't think the umpires would get worse. I think it's possible that there is dirty umpires, right? I mean, people have been turned.
Sure,
that's certainly possible.
NBA is in a world of shit right now
for that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they can't keep these refs quiet anymore. Like they're
saying they're dirty. They're saying
he
they're
got
for certain
indicted.
teams.
Oh my God, yeah. There's been a number of them indicted for throwing games, and then they're like, well, the NBA told us to not call this or that. Now it's it's back on the NBA. Like, well, shit, yeah, we told them that because they're paying money to see Shaquille O'Neal, so we didn't want him fouled out in the first half. Well, yeah, but he was tackling guys. Well, that doesn't matter. It's Shaquille O'Neal.
That's a like a much deeper and interwoven
but it
problem,
is money,
right?
Yeah, it is money. But that's what I'm saying. It's
100%,
hard to just like draw this line where this money's the money that we shouldn't allow impact the game, but that money, ticket because kids want to see their hero play, that money's okay to impact the game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And I mean, last year I think it was the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide baseball team. He called his buddy up and said, "Hey, so and so's he's got some tightness in his elbow or his shoulder, or whatever it was. He's not going to start. We're just going to throw this game away. Whatever the line is, and I know we're heavy favorites, bet the house. We're not going to cover. We're not going to win." And right away, FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, they all of them just red flags. Who the fuck's putting $20,000, and who the hell over here's putting $10,000? Who over here's putting? I mean, it added up to a lot of money being bet on a midweek baseball game out of conference. And before it even happened, the FBI was already notified. They watched it go down, and then they're like, "Okay, what'd you do? You're fired. You're never going to coach in baseball again."
Oh, man.
What happened? Yeah, that happened last year.
Okay.
And if it weren't for these evil sports books, he wouldn't have got caught.
Yeah.
So that's what I was getting at.
but
with
if it weren't for the evil sports books, it wouldn't happen in the first place. There would have been nothing for him to get caught on.
Well, that's the under the table, like, I don't know. The black market's always going to be there.
Yeah, that
money just would have been bet on the black market.
Sure, yeah.
And everybody would have been had once.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, they say the money makes the world go around, and I don't know.
It does.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. What the other sports? What are the other sports, and how are they using this? Because we've talked about this before. Like,
Yeah, I think it's pretty much everywhere.
Football. You see it in football all the time. They're going to the replay all the time.
And I think did they start using like a sensor in the ball? Like once that sensor crosses the goal line, it's a touchdown.
Oh,
Did they do that last year?
Maybe I don't know.
They've been toying around with that. I should.
Isn't that what? Doesn't soccer do something like that?
Oh, I know nothing about soccer.
And Andy
at
hates
all.
soccer.
I don't hate it, but it's not my sport.
I don't know if this fits the category, but there was that curling in the Olympics, where the guy was cheating.
How is he cheating in curling?
Because he like touched the thing past the line, and it was on camera. Ooh. Yeah. So that was like a playback.
Yep.
Yep.
So
but
this
nothing
was
happened about
Camera
it.
caught him.
Yeah. So there you
Soccer,
go.
they call it goal line technology. It says they started it in 2012, and it is an automated system used to instantly determine whether the entire ball has crossed the goal line or not.
Yeah, because the entire ball has to go in, not like just.
When I played
some of it.
soccer, that was
Or it has to touch the line.
Like that happened a lot. Because the referees aren't usually like right there standing by the goal watching that line.
That's just so brilliant. That's so soccer. We don't even know if we scored. It's an argument. Like, what are you talking about?
Like our goalie would grab it, and he might have known it was in, but it wasn't.
But he's
going to
act like it's out. Yeah.
So
put his body
you're going to
on
grab
it.
that anyway. Try and win the call.
Yeah.
I think hockey's been doing that for a while now too. And okay, so that's another side of the money thing. Like, let's say it's a playoff game and there's a huge bonus to the entire team, every team member, if they can make it to the next round or win the stand. And you're telling me like they score a goal and it doesn't count? I mean, that's money that like some of those guys are on minimum wage basically, as far as a professional hockey player is concerned.
Yeah.
They need that bonus money, or they deserve it. They scored a goal, so like I don't know.
I don't think
some of these cases I'm all for the technology.
It just sucks when you look at the big picture and what the motivating factors are, and even that conversation. Like they're depending on this happening is, I understand it's some people's job, but it's so much more than a job. Like it's way bigger than someone's job.
Well, I think I was a seventh grader. Yeah, I was a seventh grader going out for football, organized football the first year. And we didn't have a great high school team at that time. And we did put together a nice middle school, junior high team, And I forget what happened or who said what, but our coach said, "Shut up. You're going to be a high school soon enough and you can complain and take plays off then." And I just always had that mindset. Like, I kind of just always put it up the ladder. Like, if you're a college kid and you're complaining about a call, shut your mouth. When you're a pro, then you can approach the official and complain about it.
Yeah.
When you're in high school, shut your mouth. When you're raking in that NIL money for college, then you're big enough to address the umpire on your call. So like, I don't know. I've always had that stair step, and that's where I think I would have a problem if Ozzy's third and fourth grade baseball team thinks that we need
Instant
the Hawk.
replay.
Yeah, ABS.
Oh, you prepare yourself.
It will.
Prepare yourself if you haven't experienced that yet.
Oh,
Time.
man.
Dude, I don't think I've been to a single youth sports game, whether it was basketball or baseball or football or whatever it is, that the people in the crowd are not bitching about the officials.
Right.
But there's
over
not
and
an
over
actual
and over.
replay scenario like system in
We
high
actually-
school.
We actually saved a game on Newtown, Nebraska last week.
Oh, boy, you guys are participating in the replay action now?
Yep. Our live feed, they have the right to use our instant replay at the state basketball tournament to see if a shot was taken in
enough
time.
time.
And the call on the court was, it beat the buzzer, this team wins. It went to our replay. It wasn't in time. We were going to overtime. So I don't know. And like the team already did the dog pile. They already celebrated.
No.
It was crazy.
Who was this?
I forget. It was last week.
You did a lot of games.
I was watching it at home. And when that happened, I jumped on my son like, oh my God. And I woke up Ashley. It was all that game. And then I watched the game like, oh, I don't think she got rid of it. I don't think she got. And then the officials, they ran off the court. They wanted to get out of there. And the good on the NSA, because by the rules, they're like, no. They pulled them back out and said, review this.
Oh, shoot.
and it went to overtime, and you could say the team that made that shot, I believe they went on to win.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's great. That's great that they went on to win. But like, imagine the other side of that. So like the replay, there was no replay.
Yeah.
And a big part of the crowd saw that shot and knew she didn't get it off.
Yeah.
Another big part of the crowd's pretending to ignore it, or maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they think it was good, whatever. That goes down in history for the next 15, 20 years, right? Like everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, the next year, if those two teams are working their way towards the top again, everyone's like, oh, man, you remember what happened last year, dude? We got that robbed from us, you know, blah, blah. Like, that's part of the game, man. That's part of the, like, the whole everything around it, you know?
So that's where, you know, if there's an argument in middle school, I'd be like, you'll get your instant replay, just wait till you're in high school. And I guess that is trickled down to high school now, but only for the championship games.
Yeah.
So,
I was just thinking about.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, for
You're
now.
right.
I was just thinking about golf. There's no instant replays there.
Yes, there is.
Shut up.
Big time.
What?
Big time.
For what? Why? What do you need with golf for? The ball goes in or not? What are you talking about? A bird picks it up and flies away?
I was watching a little tour a couple of years ago, and a guy was fiddling around, you know, looking at his ball, and he picked up some grass, and he was like seeing which way the wind was blowing, and he knew it right away. And you could just see him sign like, I didn't know what was going on. He went over and got an official like, I moved some grass and it moved the ball, and he got a stroke penalty for that. Like, and if he wouldn't have done that, instant replay would have caught up to him because everyone zoomed in on that ball. He knew it, so he just reported
like
it.
on accident.
Yeah, there's plenty of scenarios like that play out during a golf game of golf.
I guess I don't watch golf enough then.
Some guys don't have their card filled out all the way or properly between tee off boxes at the right time. There's a lot of I don't know. It's just weird. There's a lot, but
okay. So then
there's
maybe
a lot of money involved there too.
Maybe there isn't a sport that doesn't have it.
Rory knocked down something insane. You know, like a 40-foot putt that was like basically a $600,000 putt.
Jeez.
Like that was the difference. He didn't win the tournament, but it put him in a tie for like fourth or third, you know, and so it jumped his pay $600,000. Now, could you imagine if he would have accidentally flubbed the ball and then acted like he didn't, and then made that putt, and you're the other two guys that he tied then?
Okay.
You know, like,
yeah.
like that's, I don't even know what he basically took from those other two guys that he tied to force the 3-way tie or the 4-way tie, but holy shit, I'd want replay.
Yeah, I get that.
On
I
my
guess.
side.
I just didn't think they had that. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I don't want it.
everywhere.
But in high
it's
school
not going anywhere. Huh?
in high school and middle school, Ben, I'm fine with no replay. I mean, there's not $600,000 on every putt down the stretch.
Yeah,
so we got to throw money on
and
it.
that's just the purse.
Ya.
That's just the purse. That's not betting. That's not endorsements and their bonuses. I mean, it's just a mad world out there.
I hear what you're saying, but that's where it goes back to the problem that I have with it is that, like you said, there's not $600,000 on the line. Why is there $600,000 on the line? Like that's it. Like and why does that have to influence the way the game was originally built to be?
Well, that way the game was originally made not to cheat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
so
yeah.
it called that guy out.
Well, I don't know if the
What?
game was originally made not to cheat. I think cheating in one
Is
way or
part of the
another
game.
is part of the game. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that you could call cheating.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cheating, maybe it's not, but you're doing certain things to influence
Sure.
the outcome, right?
Baseball's always been that way.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
you're stealing signs, like half the time it's like praise, like, oh, they know something in their dugout, and the other time's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're that's wrong, that's bush league. I don't know. Baseball's always been kind of
Yeah.
great like that.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I love about it, is that there's so much
That you can cheat. We get it.
that you don't know what's this guy going to pull out of his bag of tricks,
If only there
Be
was
ready.
a camera on him playing soccer back in high school. He definitely was probably cheating.
Of all of it.
Kidding.
The main thing that that I'll take the other side of it is that if it's a dirty ump or a dirty official, for sure, like that dude needs to be handled. But
Yeah.
and some of that happens, but that would just go back to the responsibility of that particular organization, whoever's employing that individual, whatever their guidelines are, all those kinds of things, and address it and then move on.
Yeah. You're trying to get at the intent, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The
yeah.
intent's off kilter. And I want to push back on you on that, because I was thinking about that from a couple of pods ago, where you're talking about, well, what's the intent? Why are we going to war? What's the intent? And I'm like, well, probably some not so cool things, like we want to secure oil, we want to put this other regime in, like we want our way. We don't want negotiations happening between China and this and that,
Right.
whatever. But that's a two-way street. That saying, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. And then that's as clear as it gets. And there's 100 million examples of that. And there's also what I was trying to get at, and I had a really hard time, convincing you or getting through to you, was that the intent doesn't always have to be perfect to still provide some good or to be right. And in this case, the intent or the driving factor is, we need this game to be squeaky clean because we can't come under federal investigation on another betting scheme. We've already been through that in 1918, 2000, 2002. You know what I mean? But it is cleaning up the game and making it more fair. And I agree with you as far as baseball. I kind of liked how there's that gray area of stealing signs, knowing something. But I don't like what the Houston Astros did, where they had a high-def camera in the outfield going over top of the pitcher and getting his calls, and then using an Apple Watch to tell the batter what's coming.
Oh,
that's fucked
that's
up.
crazy.
That's too much.
Yeah,
But I don't know who.
Where's the line?
Yeah, where's the line?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, and I think if you go back to the intent thing, like you're talking about, if the intent is not, let's just say not good, however you define that, but some of the ancillary
Fallout.
is good, that doesn't, I can accept that, okay, we got some good from what negative this person was trying to do or this organization was trying to do. But then when I look at the intent, I look at, well, their intent was to do this. Yeah, we got some positive out of it, but that wasn't their intent. So now I don't trust them. I don't. I can't.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but then it ruins all of it. It's like It's like, okay, now I have to question everything you're doing because I saw what you did there. I know what your intent was.
So on the surface, on its face, the intent is to have a better game, to have more calls right, to get the call right. So there's
what the intent is.
Yep, that is the that's what we're being told. That's what we're being fed.
That's what we're being told. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, there's got to be some ulterior motives. I just listened to Joe Rogan, and there's something going on there.
I just listen to the common folk. Bring out the
Agent Blue was on.
Bring out the conspiracies.
Yeah.
But then we come to the conclusion, well, the intent is to clean it up and do, because of this factor or that factor. Well, there's still good in that. People aren't getting screwed out of money. There's a lot of honest sports bettors out there, or just dopes. 97% of sports bettors are just casual guys that think Boston Red Sox are going to win by 2 runs easy. That's like 90%.
I guess my outlook on just betting in general is I just expect to lose it. So if I happen to win,
you're the most grounded sports bettor on the planet.
If I happen to win, then it's like, whoa, bonus.
Damn.
Yeah. Because all the cards are stacked against me no matter what.
That's true. So then there shouldn't be this overwhelming force of really stacking against you to where you have no chance to win.
Yeah.
At least with your most common bet. Will they cover or not, or will they win or not? Just a straight up bet. At least you have a 50% chance.
Yep.
If you have a dirty umpire, now you don't. It's not even close.
No, for sure, yeah.
And if you're just a dope that likes the Boston Red Sox and you think they're going to beat the Orioles, on a straight money bet, and there's not even good odds, you should still win that, And if the intent is to save that dope, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
You're not.
Plus the
You're
other
not betting.
the other problem that I have with it is that there's, like right now the rule is they get 2 challenges, whatever, blah blah blah. They're just challenging balls and strikes, these kinds of things. It's just going to turn into something else, and then something else, and something else. It's going to spiral real quick. Why? When you look at it, you got to ask yourself, why do we need umpires at all? If it can all be done by cameras and it can all be instant, as fast as computers and software work, right?
Sure.
They could tell you if it's a ball or strike before it even hits the catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? So what's the point?
Right.
We're just dipping our toe into something they already know.
Yeah.
They already know umpires aren't needed.
It's nice to have that villain,
Hell yes, it is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, and he's still going to stand there. Even right now, he's just stand there and just say.
But he doesn't. But all of his he's been castrated.
Yes, big time.
Yeah. Now it's look at that guy, man. He used to have some power, not anymore.
It was less respect than he did
Unless
before.
you go see what is it?
I don't know.
Banana hammocks, or what's it called?
The Savannah Bananas.
Oops, Savannah Bananas.
Oh man, see, so there's where baseball is going downhill. I think that's fun and everything, but the fact that ESPN picked them up for a 12-game series and dropped Sunday Night Baseball, damn.
Yeah.
Listen,
damn, that's not
people
good.
want hot guys dancing in tight pants.
And doing
I
flips.
guess.
Yeah, and doing flips, yeah, flipping the ball through their legs.
I
And
can't
throwing
believe I
it,
said
yeah.
banana hammocks.
the,
I meant Savannah Bananas.
Savannah Bananas.
The Globetrotters,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
they get all kind of started
Actually,
with that.
they'd probably get a bigger audience if they did.
I went to the
Wear some-
Globetrotters when I was in middle school. It was
Did you?
fun, yeah.
I saw them too. That was cool.
Did those guys
I
use
agree.
the instant replay?
No, so
Stop.
that's what you're talking about. The Generals just knew that they were going to lose the
Yeah.
Washington Generals.
Right. Yeah.
They could have used some. They could have used some replay because I think there was a few travels that weren't called on the Harlem
Yeah.
Globetrotters.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
When they're running around just spinning the ball on their finger.
Jumping off of trampolines.
I
and-
was impressed. There was a big dude. He was an older guy. He didn't play a lot. He was one of the old original guys, and he would shoot half court shots behind his back, and he made 2 out of 4 of them.
Wow.
It was crazy. During the
Pretty sweet.
game. Yeah, it was. So.
Well, anyway, you said in the beginning that we weren't going to talk about money, and in the back of my mind, I knew where it was going to go the
I
whole
did
time.
not. I did not.
To me,
I'm too naive, I guess.
To me, this whole thing is money driven, and
Well,
I
a lot of
I
things.
hate that. I hate that money has that influence on the game and what it was and what it is and what it's going to be.
The game always was about money. Let's go to Major League Baseball. As soon as you had owners and teams getting paid to play baseball,
It was about money.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is just the next step. You know,
You were just little and just wanted their trading cards and weren't into
there's
the money.
big money in those cards.
Oh, we have a ton.
We do have a lot.
No, I don't know that they're big money, but from back in the day.
There's a time there where I think I was in 5th and 6th grade. We brought our cards, and that's what we did at recess was trade baseball cards, and we'd always be trying to get an angle on each other, and whoever had the latest Beckett had
Right.
the latest information. So,
Yep.
and I'd be an idiot, and I'd trade Frank Thomas, and his card just went down in value. Meanwhile, Ken Griffey Jr.'s went up. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, that was all about money, and that was a bunch of 5th graders on the playground.
That's funny.
It was about money, but we never, at least we didn't, ever really dealt in any money. It was just all about a number.
Wasn't it status?
That was just kind of fun. It was now this card's worth $5.25.
Yeah.
I remember thinking when I was growing up, is this really worth $5.25? Because can I go get my $5.25?
You never went to the card shop and them offer you money for your cards?
Yeah, and they never
Yeah.
offered $5.25.
Really?
Even though the Beckett said that's what it was worth.
I remember one of my Ken Griffey Juniors. They offered me like $4 more than the Beckett's.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my
you
God,
were going to a bad place.
how can
Then.
I pass this up? How can I pass this up?
You probably could get it both ways, right? Like it'd be like the stock market, or the dude would be predicting like, oh, this is gonna be worth $20 more in a week, so I'll buy it.
To my point, let that money talk, let that free market work.
But I never did. Someday maybe we'll talk about that. But I never did really go to card shops. It was just like
really,
it was just like gas stations or like grocery stores.
just like that legendary
getting
one
packs of cards
across the street from old Rosenblatt Stadium.
I've never been there.
It was like a house. You
Yeah.
know, like
Oh,
the front
really?
porch of the house was
Yeah.
a card shop.
I didn't have
That was a
trading
staple.
cards.
We had to stop
Yeah.
by there.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny when you think about it. Like, even back then, it was money we were looking at in the books.
But
Yeah.
you didn't think it was.
I mean, I never really saw the money, so I guess
Yeah.
I never really equated it with actual money. But anyway, well, I don't know. I think most people agree with me, so we're gonna,
Oh,
we're gonna move
really?
on.
Oh, really?
I agree with you. I'm just saying the intention thing doesn't always have to be spot on to be right.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. No, I can concede a little bit of that. All right, you guys got anything else?
No, that's
No?
it.
All right, I'm gonna shut it down.
Peace.
See ya.